Okay. So have you ever felt that, like, mom guilt? You know, that feeling like you're supposed to be okay, like, for everyone else, even when you feel like everything's going wrong?
It's a lot to carry around for sure. And so many moms, they just deal with it, quietly.
Exactly. Like, moms deserve a break. And that's why for this deep dive, we're ditching this whole moms have to be perfect thing. We're diving into an episode of the Mom Bomb podcast. And what's a pretty perfect name when you think about it? They're all about blowing up expectations, not moms, obviously, but still.
Yeah, it's a pretty great visual, honestly. This episode really stood out to us because they get into this invisible weight a lot of mothers carry, the emotional load.
Oh, 100%. And their tagline is seriously so spot on, blowing up expectations of motherhood. They're so great. The hosts, they're relatable, they're funny, but they don't shy away from the real, like, hard stuff. You can tell they get it. And in this episode, they really don't hold back. They talk about how moms are like the emotional center of the family.
And they back it up too. Did you know there was a study pretty recently that found mothers are way more likely to burn out, emotionally, more than dads? It's not just like a story you hear here and there. It's a real thing.
Whoa, I actually didn't know that. It makes you think, who's taking care of the people doing all the caregiving? Which is something I think about a lot and something Mom Bomb talks about too.
Yeah. And they get right into it, which I really liked. They start the episode by asking, mothers are often the emotional anchors of their homes, holding the energy, keeping everything balanced. But what happens when we, as mothers, are not okay?
Whoa. That is like such a powerful question, and I feel like it's something so many of us can relate to. You're the one everyone else depends on, but you're barely holding it together yourself.
Totally. It comes up in studies all the time, actually, about moms and mental health and everything. Moms put so much pressure on themselves to be strong, to be supportive, and they forget about, well, themselves.
So it's beyond just making sure everyone gets to soccer practice on time. It's deeper. You become this emotional anchor, the person everyone leans on when things are hard,
Yeah.
and that takes a toll, even if we don't talk about it a lot. And that's where I feel like Mom Bomb really gets it. They don't just point out the problem. They actually, they try to give you answers. And they make you laugh while they're doing it.
Right. It's refreshing.
Totally. Like they even say at one point, being the stable force in the family, it doesn't mean we have to be perfect all the time. Like, you're allowed to have a breakdown. It's okay to cry and say, I can't do this all by myself, which we all know. But, like, sometimes you just need to hear it.
100%. It's like they're saying it's okay to take off the supermom outfit, just for a minute, which is so important. It proves you don't have to be like this perfect, strong person all the time.
It's true. And actually, speaking of support, Mom Bomb talks about how important it is for moms to have a good support system, like their own group,
Right.
people who get what it's like. Because it's easy to feel alone when you're a mom.
It makes such a difference. And there are actually a lot more companies out there that are starting to understand that moms need more support, like support groups, online forums, and even some companies are making jobs more flexible so that it's easier to be a mom.
Yeah. Being a mom shouldn't feel like
Yeah.
a burden.
Mm.
It's about being able to enjoy it too.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where self-care is so important, even though sometimes it's like another chore on your list.
Oh, tell me about it. But the mom bomb ladies remind us that taking care of yourself, it's not being selfish, it's actually like essential. There was a study they mentioned about how moms who make time for themselves, they end up being better moms, if that makes sense.
It makes total sense. And like, I'm
Earths.
pretty sure that's like scientifically proven too,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's true. It's true.
You can't like help others if you haven't helped yourself first.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need that little reminder that it's okay to take a break, even if it's just for a few minutes.
Exactly. Even something small.
Totally. And they actually give some really good advice for how to work self-care into your day, even if you're busy. Like one of the hosts was saying she blocks off like 30 minutes every single day, and she doesn't care if it means she has to wake up earlier or stay up later, she makes the time. Even if she just reads a magazine or something, it makes a difference. It's about like remembering to take care of yourself, even if it's just for a few minutes a day. And you know what really got me? The hosts, they were so honest about their own stuff. Like there's this one part, she's like, it's okay to fall apart sometimes. It's okay to cry, to admit that you can't do it all. And I swear, just hearing another mom say that, it was like such a relief.
Right. It's like it's normal to feel overwhelmed. And I think a lot of moms, they don't want to admit that.
For sure. And that's what I love about Mom Bomb, like the whole vibe. They get it. They're like, it's fine, be real and support each other and forget about the guilt. Because needing help It's not weak or anything.
Totally. It actually takes a lot of strength to admit when you need help.
Exactly. And think about it. When moms feel like they can take care of themselves, it's like the whole family benefits. It changes everything.
It does. It's like we have to forget about what we think we should be and just be ourselves. And that takes support, for sure.
Yes. So basically, anyone listening who's a mom, this Mom Bomb episode, it's a must listen. You're not alone. You don't have to be perfect, okay?
Right.
And taking care of yourself, it's so important.
So important. And, while you're out there being amazing moms, just remember, if moms are the ones holding everything together, who's holding up the moms? Right. It's something to think about. We all need support. And when moms are happy and healthy, everyone benefits, right?